Hello, my name is Laura Islas Flores, and this is my reality assignment number 3. And basically, this for this reality assignment, we're gonna be on a type of scenario where I'm gonna be the doctor giving a couple some advices of how they can proceed with starting a family. So my job here is to provide them with a credibility information so they can make an informed decision as to how they want to proceed with their family planning. So for the first question, it says briefly discuss the basics of genetic code and how the process work. Okay, so for the genetic work, it is about the chromosomes. The chromosomes. First of all, every human has 23 chromosomes, and the chromosomes are used for store and transmit genetic information. So these chromosomes are made of DNA, and basically the DNA is like when happen when on the mitosis. This is the process where the chromosomes they duplicate in order to have a exactly same number of chromosomes and exactly genetic information on every single body cells and the nucleus that we have. So so that's the genetic. So the second question is what are the likelihood and general causes of potentially having a baby with birth defects? So basically, when you having a baby with the birth defects, it can be by heredity. I'm sorry, in different types of environments that the woman is exposed to. So heredity is like basically when your past family have a child with genetic abnormality, for example, like Down syndrome. So for example, when somebody's pregnant and they have family with that used to have a baby with Down syndrome, those genetics can heredit to the woman because to the pregnant woman because she has family that used to have those kind of genetics on their bloodline. So the other one can be for the type of environment that she's exposure to. So for example, if they are smoking or they using illegal drugs, they using alcohol, all those types of environments that they are exposed to, that can affect to the baby. So it is depends on what kind of environment it affects on the different types of development on the baby. So so that's kind of the reason and the likelihood of that a baby can have birth defects if a woman is always carefully and she's never been exposed to something that is gonna affect the baby. She's gonna be totally fine. And if she has her whole family bloodline, doesn't have any genetic disorders or something, her baby should come out fine. Okay, the third question it is what are the pros and the cons of reproductive technology? So first of all, reproductive technology is, for example, when you basically when you cannot have babies but you come for this, so they help you on fertility. So I think the pros I think is that they help couples to have be able to have babies and procreate. And for example, if a couple that a woman, she can have babies, but the guy, it can't because something is wrong with his sperm. So, and they use this reproductive technology to help her get fertility on her, so she's gonna be able to have a baby, and conceive a baby. The cons of this, I guess, is that these can carry genetic disorders. So it's like hereditary disorders, because when you get fertility, I guess you cannot know if the baby, I mean the egg or the sperm, the person that comes from the egg and the sperm, it has some relatives that has some genetic disorder. So I guess that can be affected to you and your baby. Another thing is that it's really expensive, so I guess that can be the cons for the reproductive technology. Okay, the fourth question says, what changes does the body undergo under each trimester? So for the first trimester, the fetus pass from different things. For example, the organs, the muscles, the nerves become more organized and connected to the like the organs and the all the organs, muscles, and everything from the mother gets more connected to the fetus. Also, the external genitals of the baby or the fetus gets more well formed. Thus, for the second trimester, between the 17 to 20 weeks, the mother start feeling the movement of the baby. When the baby start moving, the mother can feel it, and the fetus also gets covered by this cheesy substance that makes the baby to be protected from the amniotic fluid. And also it comes a hair that is also around covering the baby to also protect it from this amniotic acid. So so the hair and this cheesy substance, they like stick together to protect the baby. The cheesy substance is called vernix. And at the end of the second trimester, the brains, I mean the neurons of the brains, place in the on the higher capacity. So basically, like the baby is start developing more capacities during this end of the second trimester. So on the third trimester is between the 22 weeks and the 26 weeks, and is when the fetus survives. It can survive if it is an early burn. So at the third trimester, if a woman have a baby because it came early, at this time the baby can survive. So it is fine. The fetus start the grown thing is gonna slow down, so it's not gonna grow as fast as before on the other trimesters. And the body systems became more complete, so they come to function better when they on the last trimester. For in this trimester, the fetus start responding for pain, sound that is reacting to the sound. So in this trimester, because the baby it is big now, so he can hear and react to the sound, and also for the pain. And And also in this trimester, the fetus is receiving some kind of antibiotics from the mother to protect him from some kind of illness. So the mother transmits some kind of antibiotics to the baby to protect him. The other one will be, why are health and nutrition so important during pregnancy? Okay, the health and the nutrition is so important during pregnancy because all the nutrients and all the things that the mother is consuming it goes to the baby. So the baby, it is eating all that. So if you're eating bad stuff, the baby is going to absorb that, so it's going to affect his development. So it is better to get a kind of health eating during pregnancy because it will help the baby's development, and it will help also the mother to stay nutrient and not because a lot of women, they get a lot of fat because they just eat whatever. But if they get some nutrients things, it will help them not get that fat after you deliver the baby. So if you stay healthy, you're gonna give the necessary nutrients to the baby, and you're gonna be okay also. Okay, the next one, it says, what will the newborn look like? Okay, the newborn will look obviously really small, but it's gonna be really sensitive to dirty, to bacteria. So you need to be taking care of them a lot because it is the first time when they born to the life. So they because they are inside, they not like on bacteria and all that. So if they get some kind of bacteria, they can get illness of something like they can get sick and stuff. The next one, it says, why is social support important for mother and baby? Okay, the social support, it is important for the mother and the baby because the social support, it can help the mother to know how to manage the baby, because when the baby borns, it's not gonna be like a doll. It's gonna have it's gonna need necessary things. It's gonna need food. It's gonna need play something. So when you have a baby, you need to give him attention. So sometimes when they cry, many women and fathers also, they don't know how to manage a baby or control a baby when they're crying. So this kind of supports can help them to know what to do or what to do when they start crying, that they need to see if they hungry, because a baby, when they born, they just cry. So you need to know if they hungry or if they have a dirty diaper or something. So this kind of support, it is important because if they keep the baby to be okay, and they help the mother to support the baby, because they new mothers, so they don't know how to manage a baby. It is their first baby. When it's the second baby, it is more easier because they have experience already, but the first baby, they don't know. So this kind of support are really important for both of them. So the next one, it says, how do the diverse capacities of a newborn babies contribute to their first social relationship? Okay, I think the new capacities that they have, it contribute to the social relationship because, for example, the type of capacities that a newborn can have is they can visualize the objects moving, the colors. They can react with the sound. So I guess, for example, when the baby sees you as the mother, it starts recognize you that you are the mother or the father or their family members, and by the voice also.